Welcome to Makeover Mondays. Welcome to your new room.
Oh my god. It's like my favorite part. I love it.
This last week was so much fun. We actually finished the install for my daughter's first apartment. My daughter Sharrah is 21 years old. In fact, she's going to be 22 next week. And the video of her room should be up by the end of this week or the first part of next week. eHowHome was in San Diego and they filmed the whole thing. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. It's really fun to have a professional film crew. I can say there are some really special clips in there, like Grayson leaping tall buildings with a single bound. Not kidding. Even the cameraman was like, "What? Can you do that again?" So we did. Amazing. For this week, you're probably wondering where Grayson is. Thank you so much for your great comments last week of how much you enjoyed him being the commentator. I was thinking, gee, they're not going to really miss me. Not true. He was available to do it again this week, but I actually decided not to have him do it because I have a specific reason. I wanted to make this video myself today because it's going to someone who's really special to me. I've never met her. I have seen her name, her YouTube name, over and over and over again, and she always says, "This is so-and-so from such and such," and it's another country, so it just sticks in my brain. Maybe about a month or so ago, she said something about her Makeover Monday submission, and I didn't even know that she had submitted to Makeover Mondays, but I recognized her name, and she's always so sweet. So I decided, you know what, I should really look into this gal and see who she is. And you know what? This girl was the very first person who ever submitted her room for Makeover Mondays. I couldn't even believe it. She was the first submission to Makeover Mondays. Well, she has waited patiently for about 7 months now. And I want to bless her at this time of the year, and I want to give her a room design. Here's another thing about her that's pretty special. This is the time of year that we give, right? Well, you know who is the least given to person in a family usually? It's the mom. Moms usually are the ones who provide the Christmas for everyone, and they're usually the ones who get the least amount of gifts. Well, today's winner is a mother of 4 children, but she's only 28 years old. Today's winner is Janitik from Argentina. Congratulations, Jani. I'm like getting goosebumps just even saying your name. I hope that you are so blown away today by getting this news, and I hope it's the best news and will make the best Christmas ever for you. You're a mom and you deserve to have a wonderful Christmas, and Ropes and Design wants to do that for you. All right, everyone, let's take a look at Jani's before pictures. You can see here by these photos that Jani has a relatively small bedroom for a master bedroom. This room measures 11 by 12. Just to give you a perspective, a couple weeks ago I uploaded a video on Abir's room where I put that wall partition and the wardrobe system in the middle of the room. Jani's room would fit into Abir's room 4 times. That should give you a perspective of how small it is. The size of her room isn't that small for a teen bedroom, but for a master bedroom, it's a bit of a squeeze. You can see here that she has very small nightstands that she wants to keep, but they couldn't be much bigger anyway because there's no room. She also needs to have a new headboard for her bed. So the only thing she really needs to keep are these tables and the mattress. I'm going to recommend she do something different with the lighting, and I think she can keep the chandelier in the center of the bedroom. As we look down this area, what you can see is that architecturally, this is actually a rather modern space. But Jani's taste is quite Victorian and English, much more ornate, much more fancy, I guess I would call it. You're going to see right here, see this area? It's just an interesting little alcove pop out as a result of the closet here, and I think that's a space we can do something with. Also, on this wall, you'll see that she has 8 individual pieces of art. Now these are botanicals, and I am going to use them, but I'm going to use them in a different way. You'll also notice here, this is a little table and chair that Jani's husband brought in from the living room just to put his laptop on. Jani said she'd like to have a place to sit in her room if she could. She also likes the colors cream and gold and Bordeaux, which is a wine color. And then let's just do a little bit of a critique here. You'll notice that her sliding glass door has a soffit above it. And what that did was that made Jani feel like the obvious place to put window treatments was right up against that. Well, I'm going to recommend she pull those out and put them on the ceiling in front of the soffit. That alone will make this room feel more luxurious and more, well, taller actually. So I have one question for you. If you've been watching my videos, you should know the answer to this question. When someone has a small bedroom and they can't move the walls, but they want it to feel bigger, what do you think I'm going to recommend she do? Stop the video now and leave a comment and let me know. What am I going to recommend that Jani do in her bedroom? Would you like to see what I came up with for Jani's room? Let's go. You enter your room by going into kind of an entry area that has a closet on the right-hand side, also a walk-in closet, and a bathroom door. As we walk through, you'll see I put casement molding not only around the doors, but around the entry to the bedroom. This is very English in style. I also added crown molding to the bedroom. I gave you a new bed. Your bed happens to be now a beautiful 4-poster bed. I placed your 8 pieces of art above the bed, and I gave you wallpaper behind the bed. I thought that medallion kind of damask looking wallpaper was very English feeling. You'll notice that on either side of your nightstands, which are very narrow, I put sconces instead of lamps. Now a sconce will free up your space on your nightstand, giving you a chance to put your books on there, and your husband can put his laptop right there on the nightstand. As we come around the room, we'll see that I put beautiful, beautiful window treatments. These are very traditional, very English, I think, I don't know, but they're traditional anyway. And they are kind of a see-through fabric, not completely sheer, but somewhat, so that it looks airy, because window treatments like this can have a tendency to be overbearing if they're not lightweight. You'll also notice the crown molding over here, and oh my goodness, look what we have. I hope you answered your question properly. Rebecca put a mirror on the wall, floor to ceiling, wall to wall. You'll also notice that I do not put crown molding or base molding on the wall that has the mirror, because if you do, you lose what you're trying to do, which is create a sense that there is no wall and that the room goes all the way through. You can also see that I gave you several places to sit. There's a bench at the end of the bed, and there's also 2 chairs and a table. These are a lot of different places that you can sit, as well as your husband can use that for his laptop if he likes. You'll notice that the bedding I chose, because the wallpaper has a lot of pattern to it, the bedding is very neutral, white, beige, with Bordeaux pillows. And I brought that color back in as well on the rug. Now I want you to see here over on the side, next to the sitting area, I created a built-in bookcase in the little niche that you have. So part of that casement includes this built-in bookcase, which I think kind of gives the sense that there's a library in your room, which would be so nice for you when you get your time to get away, come into your little hotel-like room, and really kind of get away from all the craziness that goes on in your life. I hope you like how this room turned out. I think the addition of all the extra crown and base molding and the casement molding really gives it an element, takes it away from that modern look that it is already established and makes it something much more elegant. You'll also notice that we put in new doors rather than having plain wood doors that have no molding on them or no panels. These are paneled doors. So Jani, I hope you like your bedroom. And I want to encourage you and everyone to share this on your Facebook page. Head over there now so you can upload or download or load somehow this screenshots that we take of the room so that you can copy it perfectly. So I hope you loved what we did for Jani. I know that she has very traditional taste and it may not be your taste, but guess what? It wasn't your room, right? When I do your room, it'll be your taste. This time, it was Jani's room. And Jani, I hope that you loved it. Thank you for being such an amazing, loyal subscriber and follower of Ropes and Design. Speaking of moms, I have a great idea. Just thought of it. How about let's do a contest and you guys can enter your mother's rooms for Makeover Mondays. We'll do it for Mother's Day of this next year. And I know that sounds like it's a long way off, but you'd be surprised how fast it comes. I would need you to submit your entries exactly the same way you do Makeover Mondays for yourself. You need to do the measurements, but I would not tell her if I were you because, or you could, it's up to you, but I think it'd be a great contest. So sometime before Mother's Day, I'll pick a winner, do her room, and then upload it on the Monday closest to Mother's Day. Wouldn't that be fun? So I also have another idea. I'm just full of them today, aren't I? Here's my idea. Because my daughter's room, Sharrah, is going to be uploaded soon, probably within the next week, if not sooner, I want you to kind of get to know her a little bit. And so I have some videos of hers. I did her dorm room. I also did her bedroom when she lived at home. Those two videos I'll link in the thing below. But if you have some time and you want to just kind of like be entertained for an hour, might take that long, we've got about 10 videos that we made, Sharrah and I made last year when we went to Italy together on a mother-daughter shopping trip for 10 days. It was so much fun and it was really a trip of a lifetime. I doubt that I'll ever get a chance to do that again. But it's, you know, if you want to just see kind of who she is and our relationship, how we communicate with each other and shop and eat and, you know, see the countryside, I invite you to watch those videos. They are all from Tuscany, Italy, and I think there's probably 10 of them or close to that. So I will also link those down below, and also you can access that by going to my channel page. On my channel page I have a what's called a playlist. I have a playlist of our trip to Italy. So you can click it there too and it'll just play one right after another. That's probably the best way to go. Remember, don't give up faith or hope, because the next winner of Makeover Mondays could very well be you. So you're not going to believe this. When I was at Sharrah's place doing her apartment, I was putting things away in her closet and guess what I found? A ton of my jewelry. I was like, what? How does this happen? I mean, oh my gosh. And we don't even live together and this still happens. Anyway, I got some of it back. Rest assured. Watch this video where Grayson will show you how to measure your room, send us your photos, and get your information to us as soon as possible, because it could be you.